Game week, finally. How are you feeling heading in? You said you wanted everybody healthy, all 26 ready. How are you thinking in terms of that, without obviously Noah and a couple others?
Yeah, there's Noah, there's Edison that's gone on, and Robbie gonna probably miss the game on Saturday, and Ian Frey, but Ian Frey's doing incredibly well. He looks sensational, so we're really pleased with him. We wanted everyone fit, we wanted everyone healthy, we wanted competition for places. We've trained this morning with 21 MLS players. I always forget the keepers. We've trained with 25 MLS players, which considering last year we had 11 out, means that we've got a real big decisions to make to get people on the bench, never mind in the starting 11. So I think we're in really good shape. I think the last 10 days ago, if you'd have asked me, I thought we were a little bit short in some areas in terms of Motta, Joseph, Stefanelli, Negri were short of fitness. They needed games, and then we pushed them through the 3 games last week, and then the game on Saturday, I just felt as if they just beginning to look sharp. So that really pleased me, and they've still got a little bit to go, but we're getting there. And today when I came in, I just felt as if there was a different feeling. Pre-season, when you're in the off season, you can't wait for pre-season, and when you get into pre-season, you want that over with as quick as possible, because it's hard, it's long, it's durable, it's testing. The games aren't always played in the stadiums. They're played on training pitches, sometimes not great pitches. So and then you just want to get to this week where you're going into the first game of the season, where you're playing for points. The fans are going to be in the stadium, and it's where it really matters. It's why we work so hard.
Phil, you said on Saturday that Joseph is 3 to 4 weeks away from getting to where you guys want him to be at. What's the process? Is it fitness? Is it sharpness? Is it all of it in terms of where he needs to get to?
I think he didn't have that much football towards the end in Atlanta, and then there's the long off season. It's football really that he needs, and that's why we played him in midweek against Montreal, because he just needed to smell the ball. I think he's done enough laps around the pitch and the physical stuff, even though he needs to keep working on that. It's just the match sharpness, it's the touches, it's the movements, it's the one-to-one battles that he's going to have, and that's why I think the next 3 to 4 games will get him up to that. The most he's played is Saturday, I think 59 minutes. So this weekend against Montreal, it's going to be a real tough ask to get him to 90 minutes. But I think what we've seen someone as we're getting closer to the season. He's definitely got that Higuain mentality of like, pre-season, just leave me alone and I'll come good on the first day. I'm ready for when it comes to the big time. I smell that with him. Saturday I smelled something a little bit different with him as well. So but we're just going to have to be patient. He had 2 months off, and then probably you think about the lack of games then for Atlanta. He's not had that much football over the last 6 months, and we need to get him to the point where he's comfortable and he's ready to play the 90 minutes fully in every game.
Phil, with the 10 position, is it Coco or Stefanelli? Are there any more options that you have right now? It seems like you have 2 pretty good options, honestly, with Coco and Stefanelli.
Yeah, we've got Coco, Stefanelli, Bryce Duke, Rodolfo. We've got 4 for the number 10 position, really.
Are you set on what you want there?
Well, yeah.
You have to start on.
Yeah, I think we're really set. Bryce is pushing hard, but he's probably 2 weeks. Probably the amount of time and games he's missed, it probably just means that the season starts too soon for him. But I thought Saturday was brilliant when he came in against Montreal. He was even good, so he could easily start the season. He's that type of player. But I'm really pleased with the attacking options. Coco's really, I think, made a big jump forward this pre-season. He looks fit, he looks strong, he looks like someone that's played at a really top level in terms of his experience. And we know that Stefanelli, I think, is going to surprise a lot of people.
Is that position, sorry, just a quick follow-up, is that position as demanding this year as it was last year, per se, when Pozuelo comes in, changes everything for you guys?
Yeah.
This year, obviously, you have 2 that's on top with Martinez now coming in. Is that position as big a deal as it was last year?
No, look, I think it is a big deal because the 9s won't score without the 10s. So, but I think what we've got is we've got different types of number 10s now that we can play. We've we've got ones that can carry the ball, ones that can pass the ball, ones that can do probably a little bit of both. So we've got a different profile of 10s to what Pozuelo was. You know, we loved Pozuelo, but I feel as if with the 10s that we've got now, we've got different types that can carry the ball and run with the ball and pass the ball, make runs without the ball, you know, which wasn't Pozuelo's strength. So I think we've got more variety in the 10 position now, which means that the team will benefit.
Where does Robbie Taylor fit into that sort of that midfield
Yeah.
role? We haven't seen him a lot this preseason. Didn't see him on Saturday. Where's he?
No, Robert's in Finland getting his green card. So he's been so unlucky because in every game that he played up until then, he was probably our most consistent player, and then he goes away at a time when he probably means he might miss the start of the season. But it does mean that he gets his green card. He's not an international player for us anymore, which means it opens up another spot for us, which is massive. So you can't take that for granted. So Robert Taylor fits in. I'd say he can fit into 5-6 different positions. That's his strength. He can play. He's another 10. He's someone that can play on either side of the diamond. He's someone that can play in midfield too, and he can play in wide areas. So Robert knows that we value him high, and he knows that he'll get enough minutes this season.
What about Edison Ascona? You said that he was injured. Is his World Cup on jeopardy, or is he going to be ready for the team at the World Cup? It's in May.
No, he'll be fine for me. Yeah, he's in his last stage of return to play. So he just needs consistency now. Eddie, you know, we were in a part of pre-season when everyone was thinking, oh, this could be his breakthrough, and then he got injured again. He just needs consistency in his work.
Phil, what can you tell us about Kieran, and what's the latest with him?
Yeah, well, I think Kieran is obviously part of this squad at this moment in time. It's going to be tough for him to get games. He knows what we think of him in this football club, and he's probably got a decision to make himself about what next stage does he want to be. Does he want to just be a squad player, or does he want to do something else? So I think we've left that up to him. We've had really good open conversations with him, and you know, we see him as part of our club, and I think he does too.
Phil, offensively, that's the one thing that has caught my attention during preseason is how fast you guys have been able to move the ball. You have a lot of quality. First touch usually works. When it works, it looks amazing. But what I've seen is that lasts for 20-25 minutes. How can you get more out of those combinations and for an extended period of line? No, at the top.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you look at the last 2 games, I mean, on Saturday we should have been 3 up at half time.
Right.
You know, and I look back to the previous 2 seasons. I don't think we've ever created that type of chance, maybe once or twice in a game, never mind in a first half. So that bit really excited me. I thought, oh wow, you know, it'd be nice to have some games when with 60-70 minutes gone, you can relax when you're up in a game by 2-3 goals. So I feel as if we're a team that could do that. But now, you know, I said to him at half time, I hope you're saving your goals for the season, because we're having chances in games now, and you know, the forwards, and you invest in that area of the pitch. You know, you look at the salaries and the investment in that half of the pitch. You expect them to deliver, and that comes with the territory. You know, I always used to think that about Gonzalo is that there was a big tag on his head, but he was someone that could deliver at all times. Now, Joseph, Leo, the 10s that we've got have to deliver, because I feel as if I was a defender and I've been a defender, and for instance, if you concede a goal, there's nothing worse than looking at the halfway line, all them forwards looking at you saying, come on you guys, just sort yourself out. Now, when it's the other way round, if I was a defender and my forwards were putting it in the back of the net, because eventually a team will get a chance, a team will get an opportunity, your team, you know, so we're going to have real ruthlessness in our finishing. But I'm really excited about what I see, the combinations between Leo and Joseph. There's you know, they don't even look at each other, you know, and they leave the ball in there in the 1-2s. So you just hope it comes together, and you hope that when the chances fall against Montreal, NYC, Philadelphia, that they'll stick them in the back of the net, because goal scoring is a big part of what we want to improve on this year.
Who's going to be